Hey guys, at BB Matson here. It's time to put the front end together. We got our forks, we got our fork ears, we got all the nuts and bolts, we got everything we need to get this job done. Few things of prep to do before we get started, but this should be, hopefully, a pretty straightforward process. So we got a lot of weight going on to this front end here. So what I did was, just to be safe, I've anchored the back end of the bike to my workmate. The workmate actually works out really, really well, but I didn't want to start adding a ton of weight to the front of the bike and then have this whole thing kind of topple over. So just mental note that, keep an eye on weight distribution. Before we get rolling too much, one thing that you really need to do is go get yourself some coarse sandpaper and clean out the insides of your triple tree. All right, I've already kind of worked these through, but you want to get these pretty much down to bare metal. I've got some primer and some paint and things like that, remnants laying there, but I've got these all pretty clean. Just make sure you don't do that, because this is a pretty pressure fit kind of a situation, and I've heard stories that people have actually cracked their triple tree when trying to do this stuff. So clean out the insides here really, really well before we go and insert those forks into this frame. All right, a couple things. I've got all my hardware ready to go, and I'll just show you what we got going on here. So we've got a washer, a locking washer, and a nut, okay? So that's pretty straightforward. Now, do not forget about this little flat washer, okay? So here's this washer. See how it's flat on one end? That absolutely needs to be in the middle here, all right? Otherwise, you're going to over-tighten probably and crack something out. Nice, cleaned up hardware. This is actually an original bolt that I just took to the grinder. So flat side on this washer goes in. And then I'm just going to get my nuts and bolts in place on this. These are all in place all the way around the bike. So these are ready to go. I'm going to keep them nice and loose. Now, on the bottom end, let's flip this over here. This is just a bolt here. Okay, let's see. There we go. This is just a bolt, and on the bolt, I have a washer and a locking washer on this bolt here, and that just goes in just like that. And that's all you're really going to need to get this thing rocking and rolling. So let's get started. So it's really, really important that you get every speck of paint out of this connector. There is very little, very little wiggle room. So I'm going to be working on this a little while, trying to clean this up, because there is no room for forgiveness at all when you're doing this. So we're going to be sanding for a little while. All right, we're ready to go. Let's get this left fork in. Now, you tell it's the left fork. One, it's got the brake stay connector on it as well. But kind of one of the easiest ways to do it is tilt your axle, and your drain plug is actually going to be down, low. So that's kind of how you know. Tricky part right now, we need to get the fork ear in position first. Let me put this axle down. So we're going to put the fork ear in. Again, just remember, you've got this little slot. Just make sure that this is aligned. And we're going to slide this onto the lower. Somehow. There we go. And then we will be aligning all of this here. So with that in place, we can push this first rod up in there. Now, I think I'm going to try and do it dry. I'm just going to hit the pipe with just a little bit of WD-40 just to help us along. And then what we're going to do, we're going to insert it up, and hopefully we'll have a nice easy passage up into the top. Got to get past some of the bushings. Actually, I think I'm going to lube this up just a little bit. Help myself out just a little. on that because we got to get past these. We got to get past these eventually. So let's put this back in. Let's see, just like that. Grab my rag, grab my axle, or my fork, and let's start pushing this into place. Yeah, that went nice and easy. And on these, let's see, on these, the tricky part is just maintaining a hold on it while you're wiggling this stuff into position. So it doesn't help that my hands are all greasy. I'm just going to align it here. Let's see if I can give you a look inside of here a little bit better. See what's going on. There's where we got to go. We got to get this pipe level. Okay. So I'm going to start moving it. Come on. Oh man, we're so close. Just got to get through this top piece. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get this triple tree off of here. Give myself a little bit of room here so I can get this post up and through there. That definitely helped. Just being able to see this is a lot helpful. And then just going to keep moving this up. There we go. That's how we do that. And then do not forget to put the cushion back in here. Do not forget to put the cushion back in. Don't want to do all this work and then have to redo all of that, right? So we're just going to keep pushing it up. I'd rather have it go up more than I need it. And I don't believe that's going anywhere right now. So that is there. All right. Let's go ahead and look at the other side. Same deal on this side. I'm going to hit the rubber stopper, the WD, just to help me out. Okay. And I'm going to remove this topper. I'm going to slide our fork gear on, just like that. And then we're going to grab our other axle, spray that down a little bit, and let's see if we can get this one to go up. That one's sliding on. See if I can give you a little bit better look at what's going on here. There we go. Slide this up. Come on, buddy. My hands are all nasty right now. Getting it past the rubber boot is the toughest part, but there you go. Pushed right up. And again, we're not going to forget the top seal, all right? Or the top cushion. Drops right in there just like that. That's on there. We'll deal with these boots later. Next, let's look at the triple tree. All right, guys, what the hang up was, honestly, is just all of the paint inside of here. You really have to go and get this down to bare freaking metal. It is such a tight fit, so I just actually am working it with my Dremel and just making sure that I got every bit of paint out of there. It's really unforgiving, so don't skimp on that. You absolutely need to clean these out really, 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 really well. Now we should have a little bit better luck of getting this in place. And there you go, guys. It just dropped right in place. That was the secret. All right, and what we're looking for here is just a nice, even connector up at the top. This side looks absolutely perfect. I'm gonna get the bike nice and straight here. Just like that. And then over on this side, this one needs to come up just a smidgen. Oh, there we go. That's in there too. So again, it just kind of meets up at the top edge. Doesn't go up super, super high. There's a little bit of a groove. You just want to get that nice and level. I'm actually going to hit this just a couple times. It's really close. There we go. I'm liking that. That feels good. All right, so next thing, we're just gonna go and get our nut on top of this. Let's hold that in place. Tighten that up. We'll torque all of this stuff to specs. And then we're gonna grab our nuts and bolts. Now, again, guys, do not forget this flat freaking washer, okay? Do not forget it. You have to put that in there. I was reading on a forum that was one of the reasons somebody broke their triple tree, so we definitely don't want to do that. So we're going to do this, and we'll do that, and finger gymnastics right there. Get this in, just tap that on. I'll put the same hardware on the other side. Next thing we got to do is head to the manual. All right, really love this book. It actually in the back has a torque specifications guide, so we can look here. Upper triple clamp to front forks, 13 to 17 foot-pounds. Lower triple clamp to front forks, 13 to 18 foot-pounds. So I'm going to set my torque wrench, to, I don't know, 15, 16 pounds. And we're going to go ahead and torque these up. And that's going to be the install of the front forks on the 1972 CL350. All right, before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and put some red thread locker on that. All right. Got my washer, my lock nut, and my nut. And we're going to go drop that on there, just like that. What is going on here? Like a little barb or something on that. What's going on there, buddy? There. Okay. And we're going to tighten this up. So we got my 12 millimeter wrench, and we've got our torque wrench lined up. This is hard to do. Camera is like right in my way. Actually hit the button with my torque wrench. So let's go ahead and put this on. Oh, Jesus, Martha. Oh my God. There we go. And we're going to be torquing until we hear it snap. That's it. There's 15. All right, let's move the camera down. And let's take a look at our second culprit. Do not forget the thread locker. You want the thread lock on the nut or on the bolt for sure. On this, put a little bit of it on there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tighten this one in. Again, this is just a bolt, straight up bolt. And same torque specification. Actually, this very strange, man. Check this out. I don't think we put a locker on this. Or a locking washer on this. Check this out. It is absolutely destroying. Oh, where is it? My locking washers. That's the second one it's done that to. Yeah, I guess we're just going to go heavy on the thread lock. And we'll do the washer right here. For some reason, it does not lack that stuff. So we'll put this bolt in. Torquing this is extremely important. Or torquing it to specifications, I should say. Oh my God. These torque wrenches are really awkward though. They makes you miss a ratchet. All right, so let's get this. All right, there we go. That is on there, and let's switch to the other side, do the same thing. All right, these are all in place. I'm just going to go around one more time. Make sure that these are torqued in properly. Do not want to over torque these. All right. That is that, man. We have front forks on this motorcycle. Next thing, we just got to get these gaiters in place. This sucks. Let's put the heat gun on low, start heating up this gaiter, and I'll show you kind of what the process is here. But go to time-lapse mode while we heat this up. Same process. We just got to pull it over the top of this. So not the easiest task in the world. All right, it's getting nice and pliable. I'm actually heating the rest of the boot as well, because we're going to have to do a little stretchy stretch to get this over there. It's feeling pretty good, though. I feel like I might be able to get this done. Heat this boot just a little bit more. Don't want to overheat it. Of course, you don't want to melt anything, but... All right, let's put that down. Let's see if we can get the stretchy stretch on. Grab it from one end. Pull it down. Oh, God, this is never easy. Pull it down. Get one end. Makes it a lot easier. Then just work your way around it. Try to pull it down onto that slot. Might need a little screwdriver or something. Ah, where's my little screwdriver? Get in on the back side here. Try to pull that down. Come on, buddy. Oh, man. Let's go. Come on. So close. It's got a little bit of a lip right here. There we go. There we go. And that is on there. Just like that. Woohoo! All right. Let's do the other side. There we have it, guys. Both gaiters in place. Forks are attached and torqued. Let's take a look at the bike. There we have it, guys. Front forks installed. Fork ears installed. Looks pretty damn good, huh? All right. Got our cushions in place. Everything looks really solid. Everything is torqued up. I think we're good to go, man. That's huge. We're going to be able to start making some huge progress now. God damn, look at those things. Look at those things shine. Absolutely awesome. 1972 CL350s coming together real quick, guys. We can do handlebars. We can do headlight bucket. I mean, we can do gauges. We can do all kinds of stuff. So good stuff on the way on the channel. If you guys enjoyed the video, kind of muddled my way through this one, please subscribe. Also, if you enjoy the videos, any of the videos, please thumbs up those. That really does help. God, this looks beautiful. Also, follow along Instagram and Twitter at BV Matson. I'm sure there'll be some adjusting to do, some tweaking to go, but damn, it feels really good to be at this stage on the bike. Good things are happening, guys. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.